Hello students and welcome to the e-learning program initiated by Sri Gyan Manjari Vidyapith for the students of Standard 9, in which we are learning the subject of English. Students, from the previous few lectures we have started with learning the writing skills, that is formal written letter writing. So let us take a quick recap of what we have learned so far. This is the fourth lecture for formal letter writing. I hope students you are ready with your writing material, so that you have to note down few of the questions, then you have to note down the sample letter, so that it's very important that when you sit down for revision work or for revising, then you, if you have noted down these things in your grammar pair book in the writing section, then it becomes very helpful at the last moment revision that we do, the last moment recap that we do. So it's very helpful if we have noted down all the things in the book. So you must be ready with your writing material. The points to keep in mind: not to use colloquial words, not to use abbreviations, not to use slang language when we are writing the formal letter. Very important, letter writing should be precise, to the point, concise, quite contracted, and to the point. So the subject line is very important in the formal letter. It tells the reader on what topic or what is the subject of the letter, what is going to be discussed in the letter, what is written in it. Then we saw that we are going to learn these four types of formal letters, that is letters to the editors, newspapers, magazines, etc. Then complaint letters, letters for placing orders, and inquiry letter. In the previous lecture we learned about the format of the letter writing. If somebody has missed writing it, then quickly let's see the complete format of the formal letter writing. Students, this is the formal letter writing, the format of it, how it should be. We start with the sender's address in 3 lines, 4 lines maximum. Minimum 3 lines should be there. But because the plot number or the flat number should be there, followed by a comma, then write the name of the house or name of the flat in that same line. Again put a comma, come to the next line in the sender's address. Then you can directly write either the street name or simply the name of the area, the third line or the fourth line. If it is on the third line, because you have not written the street name of the street with name and number both. If you have not written that, you have directly written the name of the area, then the third line will be name of the city followed with a hyphen and or a dash and the pin code. If you have written the plot number, name of the flat or plot in one line, second line you have written street name or number, and the third line will be the name of the road, name of the area, then the fourth line will be name of the city, right? But try to be as short as possible with the address, because the address is going to be imaginary, right? So if the address is given in the question paper, then not a problem. Then always leave a line after the sender's address. The date should be in between the sender's address and the address of the addressee, right? And there should be one line left, so that date is clearly seen in the letter. Date of format we already have discussed about it, then also we'll again discuss it. You don't have to write this, you simply have to write 23rd or 22nd November 2019. This is the standard format that we will follow. Then leave a line, address of the addressee, again leave a line, subject, complete word must be written followed by a comma, and whatever you write in the subject should always be underlined, so that we highlight. Underline can be done with a pencil, please don't use pen over there. Then leave a line if required, otherwise don't leave a line. You can start directly after that, dear madam. Then the first paragraph here, it's optional, okay? If you want to leave a line, you can line, not an issue. Here also not an issue. Dear sir oblique madam, respected sir oblique madam, you want to leave a line, okay, don't want to leave the line, you can start the first paragraph over here. First paragraph will be introductory, and it will give just a small idea about what the topic is going to be. It can be an introduction to yourself also. Second paragraph is where the question is asked, that you have to answer in the second paragraph. So the second paragraph is going to be quite long. Third paragraph, if you think suggestion or opinion should be given to the addressee, then give it. Otherwise, the third paragraph can be quite small. It can be even of one line. Please see that the request is carried out at the earliest, or whatever. Then leave a line. Then comes the closing salutation, thanking you, yours sincerely, yours truly, yours faithfully, as per the opening address, whatever you have done. Then write the name. Please do not sign. Actual letters we sign. This we have to write the name. Okay. So this is the format of the formal letter writing. Now let us have a look at another example for letter to the editor. Optional, but please do write the question. Yes, and then you can attempt the letter on your own. I have also supplied with the letter, answer of the letter over here, question, right? So every day, please note down the question. Every day you are late to school by 15 minutes. Every day you are late to school by 15 minutes. Your reason is your school bus is stuck in a traffic jam. Your school bus is stuck in a traffic jam near Ganapati Temple. Near Ganapati Temple crossing. Full stop. Your school bus is stuck in a traffic jam near Ganapati Temple crossing. Full stop. Along with own ideas, write a letter. Along with own ideas, write a letter to the editor of a newspaper. Write a letter to the editor of a newspaper, highlighting this problem, and suggesting some remedy for it. Along with your own idea, write a letter to the editor of a newspaper, highlighting this problem and suggesting some remedy for it. Now, let us look at the question, what it needs to say, what we need to say, what is asked in the question, what we need to answer, right? So before actually starting to write the answer, or before you start writing the letter, first take some time and try to understand what is given in the question. First thing is, every day you are late to the school by 15 minutes. That means the school started, assembly over, class is full with students, and the lecture might have started. After that you reach the school. Your school bus, reason is your school bus always gets stuck up in a traffic jam near the Ganapati Temple crossing. Ganapati Temple is there, so every day the devotees, they throng that area, that particular crossing, and they park their vehicles here and there, and they create a traffic jam over here, and the bus is not able to come out of it. Along with your own idea. Now it's a problem that is continuing for quite a long time. So we all wish that there should be some type of permanent solution for this problem of traffic jam. Yes, so along with your idea, you have to write a letter to the newspaper editor of the newspaper. You have to highlight this problem and also find a solution to it by giving an idea, right? So let's look at the letter. No name, 232 French Colony, that is the name of the plot and the name of the colony. The first line, comma, 232 French Colony, name of the area. Joshinagar, name of the city. Ahmedabad, it can be with a dash, any 6-digit. Pin code, it should be imaginary. You don't need to know the exact pin code, right? So suppose I write Nasik over here, then you do not know. Even the question also, Nasik is asked, then write a letter to the editor of the local daily in Nasik, right? Then you don't know the pin code of Nasik, so it should always be imaginary. Leave a line, write the date in the proper format, 16th of May, comma, 2020. Again, leave a line so that the date is clearly visible in between the two addresses. Then write the name of the address of the addressee, because you are writing to the editor, so address should start with the editor. Name of the daily, the Hindustan Times, comma, Ahmedabad. Hindustan Times, sir, newspaper having quite a lot of reputation. All the post offices, they know, all the courier people, they know where it is. Here it is also important for us that we try to use as many small number of lines over here. For example, 3 lines over here, this is the 4th line, 5th line, 6, 7, 8, 9. We are already consuming a lot of lines, right? So we try to make it as short as possible. Then if you want to leave a line, you can leave a line. Subject, full name, word should be written followed by a comma. Chaotic traffic condition, yes, or very bad traffic condition, or chaotic traffic condition, yes. Then underline the subject with pencil. Now we come to the letter. This is the first paragraph from here to here. This is the second paragraph from here to here. We can see the size. Yes, the first paragraph is quite small. It just gives the introduction, or in very short, it's trying to say what is the topic of this subject. Dear sir, madam, yes, because editor, you are free to write respected sir or madam, or dear sir or madam, it doesn't matter over here. Through this letter of mine, I wish to draw the attention of the traffic authorities towards the problem faced by students every day. Because this letter will be published in the newspaper, the authorities will also be reading, because they always read the newspapers to find out if there are any public complaints uh, in the columns, and which come to their notice. Perhaps they might not know it, so they always, police people, they are always, or the authorities, they are always on a lookout if something to their department is printed somewhere, so that they can take actions accordingly. So through this letter of mine, what I am trying to do is, I wish to draw the attention of the authorities, whichever authority, you don't have to mention over here. I wish to draw the attention of the authorities, or to be specific, traffic authorities, towards the problems faced by students every day. This is going to be the topic of my discussion in this letter. We reach our school 15 minutes late. That is already given in the question. Use it. We reach our school 15 minutes late, as our school bus gets stuck in a traffic jam near Ganpati temple crossing. इतना तो दिया हुआ है question में. That is the question. Yes, the things that are given in the question, use it for your benefit, right? We reach our school 15 minutes late, as the bus gets stuck in the traffic jam near the Ganpati temple crossing. Why? Now these things are not given in the question, so now you have to make out a reason, or you have to prepare a reason. You have to come up with a good reason. Traffic jam near Ganpati temple crossing. Why is the traffic jam happening? It's early morning, because you come out at 6:30, or quarter to 7, or quarter past 7. This is the usual time, and at that time devotees throng the temple. So people park their vehicles in a haphazard way, because the temple is situated right at the corner of the crossing. So people park their vehicles, because they just need 5 to 10 minutes, right, inside. So they just park their vehicles thinking they will come out in 5 minutes, and they just park haphazardly without any proper organization. Yes, nobody's over there, standing over there. So people park their vehicles in a haphazard way. On top of that, because devotees are coming, so beggars also, they unka dhande ka time ho gaya, right? So they also come out at that time. Beggars crowd the gates as well as the road. Beggars will be found on the gate. Yes, that will make the crowd more intense. Plus, they will also be sitting on the footpaths, and they'll spread the cloth over there, some utensils too, vessels to collect money. Yes, alms. So, vehicles in a haphazard. Beggars also crowd the gate as well as the roads. There is a traffic signal at that crossing, but people do not follow it. That is the main problem. There is a traffic signal. What's a traffic signal? जहाँ पे लाल बत्ती, हरी बत्ती, yellow batti hoti hai, that is the traffic signal, right? So it is there, it is working, but nobody follows it. That is also because people are so, they ignore. So this is your answer to the question that is asked. Now you are also asked to give your own ideas. So here is the third para. Because we have been specifically asked to give our ideas, that is why the length of the third paragraph increases, right? Otherwise third paragraph can be quite small. Yes, we request, or I request, or we request the authorities to kindly see that the students do not get stuck in the school bus does not get stuck in the traffic jam, something, or a policeman, a beat should be over there to take care of the situation, something like that. But now some ideas are to be given. Now, so you have to generate some ideas. It is my humble request that a parking area should be allotted to the temple side. The very first thing is people are parking haphazardly. So parking area should be given. If you are going to the temple, then park over here so that rest of the road is free. So that is one suggestion or idea given by you. The temple trust should appoint someone who can make the beggars sit in a queue, and that too on the footpath and not on the road. The second problem is of the beggars, people who are seeking alms from the devotees who come over there. Now that's a problem because nobody is there to control the situation. So from the mandir trust, or somebody from the mandir should be appointed so that he stands at the gate. He does not allow the beggars to crowd at the gate. He does not allow the beggars to sit and ask for alms on the road. On the footpath, they should be sitting in a single line in a queue so that whoever wants to give the alms, they can come over there and give. That means everything should be in a proper way. Then, at last, but not the least, a police picket should be there. Police picket, a point where the policemen have to come daily and they have to perform that duty daily over there. That's called a police picket. Now, if a police picket is there, I don't think policemen have to do anything more. They just stand over there, and when he is standing over there, people will start behaving properly, right? Because they know what is going to happen. Yes, that tow truck will come and take the vehicle away. So he doesn't even have to say, and he is there to mind the traffic. So he will be doing his duty. If a police picket is there, so a police picket should be there at the crossing, and they should make the people follow the rules. Yes, एक दिन खड़ा होके वहाँ पे 250 का पर्चे काट दिया, दूसरे दिन अपने आप पैदल चल के आएगा. He will want beg his scooter also, right? So if somebody is on the picket over there, then it will be very helpful in keeping the discipline of that place. So police picket should be there. These are the three ideas that you have given. First one is parking area for the temple side. Second is some organized way in which the beggars can sit and beg for alms. Third is requesting a police picket, a permanent place where the presence of policeman is there. That's called police picket. So these are the three ideas given by you. Then the fourth one, because we were asked especially to write the third paragraph more. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 we have to conclude. Otherwise, conclusion would have been done in the third paragraph. But here, because we were asked for something more, so second paragraph also the length increased, third paragraph also length increased. So it will not be 120 words, it will be 180 words. Right? Now, the fourth paragraph is now necessary. It was out of question, right? But now it is necessary because you have to complete the letter. Yes, so the conclusion should be there. I hope you will publish this letter in your esteemed newspaper so that action can be taken against you, or simply thanking you will also do. Now we come to complaint letter. This is necessary for you to write in your rough book and later on in your fair book, so that you have a design of complaint letter already in your fair book. Whenever you want to refer it, you can always go for revision work. I'm dictating the question. Complaint letter, we have already dealt with the first type of the formal letter, that is letter to the editor of the newspaper or magazine. We had 2 examples in it. Now we come to the second type of letter, that is complaint letter. Question is, write a letter to the mayor of your city. Write a letter to the mayor of your city seeking a solution to the problem of seeking seeking a solution to the problem of waterlogging in your area. Now bear in mind, the question is quite short. Only one small topic is given to you, right? Seeking a solution to the problem of waterlogging in your area. Problem is waterlogging that happens in your area whenever rain comes, and we need a permanent solution for that, because that cannot happen on a temporary basis. It has to be on a permanent basis. Please bear in mind, complete address is given to you. You are Raj / Rani. If you are a boy, use the name Raj. If you are a girl, use the name Rani. Address is also given, Digvijay Colony, Vadodara. City name is also given to you. So what is missing in the address is the plot number and the name of the house, or name of the flat and flat number. That much is missing, right? So let us look at the letter itself. Now that much address is given to you. I made it even shorter, but just right writing 14/8. This was missing. Digvijay Colony, Vadodara. Right? Quite small. 2 line mein khatam ho gaya. If you want, after Digvijay Colony, in the next line, you can write the name of the area, Kailash Nagar, Manas Nagar, whatever. Then the third line will be Vadodara. What is missing over here? Pin code should be there. So don't forget these things, right? Leave a line. Write the date in the proper format. 15th July, JUL, comma, 2020. Then again leave a line. Now we will have only one mayor per city. There won't be 3-4 mayors, right? So mayor is the head of the municipal corporation, right? So there will be only one designation in the city, the corporation having the designation of the mayor, right? So we don't have to elongate the address of the addressee unnecessary. The mayor, Vadodara, the letter will reach him, right? So we are just trying to save the lines as much as possible. So look at to whom the letter is to be delivered. Think of, right? Otherwise, what will be the complete address? The mayor, Municipal Corporation of Vadodara. Then you are going to write Vadodara. So only one line is missing actually over here, and everybody knows mayor sits in the municipal corporation, right? So it's obvious. So the mayor, Vadodara, the letter is going to reach. Now we come to the subject line. Very, very important. complaint regarding, we are writing a complaint letter. Now we are not writing it to the editor of the newspaper. We are directly dealing with the municipal corporation. So your letter serves as a complaint. So that must be mentioned over here in the subject itself, that this is a complaint regarding the problem of water logging in Digvijay colony. So just by looking at the subject, the mayor comes to know that this particular letter should be going to the road works or the drainage works or the storm drainage department, because that particular storm drainage is responsible for cleaning up the storm drainage and see that when the rain comes, the water rushes into that storm drainage and instantly the road is dry, or is waterlogging does not happen over there, so it goes to that department, right? So it's a complaint letter, so it will be treated that way. So this is very, very essential. Whatever you want to say about the topic, please give lots of importance to the subject line. It is very, very important. So complaint regarding the problem of waterlogging in Digvijay colony. Now I have written dear sir or madam, right? Now the mayor is one of the elected member of one of the ward of the city, so he is one among us. He got elected, rest of the ward members, they made him their leader, and that is how he becomes the mayor of the city. But he is one of the important person of our city, right? He is at a very reputed position, the mayor, right? So dear sir or madam will do, respected sir or madam, both of that can work over here. Now the first paragraph is introduction of yourself and telling something about the problem. So I am Raj, a resident of Digvijay colony. Now waterlogging is happening in the Digvijay colony. You are living over there. You are writing a letter for Digvijay colony. So you are representing Digvijay colony, right? That is why you have to mention your name. I am Raj, a resident of Digvijay colony. The residents of the area are facing a lot of problem due to waterlogging. Now when does waterlogging happen? As soon as the rain comes, the roads are filled up with water. Now what is the outlet of that water? The rainwater that has collected in the area. Because it's a low lying area, all the water will gather over there. The water of the nearby areas also will gather over, because that area is a low lying area. We all understand what's a low lying area. Now you are living over here. Everybody, whole of the Digvijay colony is living over here. That's a low lying area. So water will get collected over here, right? So waterlogging happens because it's a low lying area. Waterlogging can also happen because the maintenance of storm drainage has not been done. Storm damage has not been cleaned up before the rains. It has got choked up. We throw a lots of plastic. Yes, padike fenkte ho aap udhar, right? So it happens. Now regarding the topic under discussion. So quite big paragraph, because you are going to explain everything. Waterlogging happens because of the choking up of the storm damage, or the storm damage drainage system is not there, or a proper outlet for that water which got collected over here. Now you cannot do anything about it, right? So nobody is asking your expert opinion, suggestion, because you are not in a position to do that. Whatever has to be done by the municipal corporation. Lots of money is required over there, right? You don't give ideas. Yes, it's not a traffic jam, right? So every year in the monsoon season, the area gets filled with water. As the reason why the water gets collected over here, the drainage system gets choked. That means whole of the year people throw all the waste and garbage over there. That slowly gets collected in the drainage system. And as soon as the rain starts, monsoon starts, lots of water tries to go inside that storm drainage, and that is choked up, so the water cannot go further, and the water starts logging. Yes, if there is more rain, then the water will enter the houses also, because it doesn't find a way to go out. We have requested the area committee many times. So it is not that I am writing directly to you. We have tried everything on our level. We first approached the area committee, but situation is still the same. That means they are not in a position to do that, because lots of money may be required for cleaning of the drainages. They are out of funds, and they do not have means to do that work. So who is supposed to do that? The corporation. So we come to you. The residents' lives have become miserable as many waterborne diseases have spread. This is reason number 2 why we are approaching you. Water logging happens, that means water remains over there for a long time, and that is called stagnant water. In science, you have learned about that. Wherever there is stagnant water, mosquitoes, flies, lots of waterborne disease happen because of this: cholera, malaria, all that, right? So whenever water logging happens and the water doesn't find a way out, the streets do not become dry, the water remains stagnant, and that is a source of waterborne disease. All the houses are submerged, and we are facing a tough time. Whenever more water logs over there and more rain is there, then water enters the nearby houses also, and we are helpless. We have tried our level best, but none of the departments, none of the committees, nor the representative of our ward, nobody is helping us. That is why we have to approach the mayor directly. So here you are not supposed to give any suggestion, because you are not in a position to give any suggestion, right? Everything, all the resources, they are out of your control. It is under somebody else's control. So here we can do only one thing: we can request the authority to do something. So that is what we are doing. Please consider the issue very serious and try to find a solution to the earliest. We don't know what to do, so we have come to you. Now it's your problem, our problem, your problem, and now it is everybody's problem. So try to solve the problem as early as possible. Yours sincerely, comma, name has been supplied to you, right? Raj. So end your letter with the proper name, legible one. It should be. Now please write an additional question for complaint letter, right? You are Viren oblique Virati. You are Viren oblique Virati of 504. Complete address is given over here. 504 oblique Vashist flat. You can write Veena flat, whatever, right? Vashist flats, Navi Mumbai. Then don't write Mumbai again. Okay. Navi Mumbai is in Mumbai. So 504 Vashist flat, Navi Mumbai. You had bought a smart TV from Reliance Mall, Mumbai. We don't know whether that is. You can write an XYZ model over it, doesn't matter, right? But now the TV set is not working properly. Write a complaint in not more than 120 words. Now let us look at the problem. Question properly. Name is given: boy Viren, girl Virati. Then number of the flat is given 504. Name of the flat is given Vashist Flats. Address is shortened, but by just writing Navi Mumbai, so might be easily very well found over there. So we will have 2 lines in the address only. Then the date, then the name of the addressee. So we already have over here in charge. We can write, or the manager, Reliance Mall, Mumbai. That is 3 lines over. What is the question? Bought a smart TV from that. Now TV is not working properly. Whatever the problem is, it's not working properly. Yes, write a complaint letter in not than 120 words. So what is the complaint? Bought a TV, not functioning properly. Let's see Address as it is 504 Vashish Flats, Navi Mumbai. No line to be left. Line to be left after the your address 15th October 2019. Then leave a line. The manager, Reliance Mall, Mumbai, or the in charge. Yes, Reliance Mall, Mumbai. Then leave a line. Subject should be clearly written. Poor quality of product. Don't write TV set over there, right? TV set is an electronic product which was brought from that mall. So, poor quality of product that was supplied to me. Now, after that, dear sir, madam, I am writing this letter. Now, brief introduction about yourself and the problem. I am writing this letter to inform you that 1 week ago, yes, it can be 1 week, it can be 1 month, don't go above 1 month, okay. I'm writing this letter to inform you that 1 week ago I bought a smart TV or a television set. This is a repetition, it should not be, right? Either use this or this, right? A smart television set or a smart TV of Samsung company from your store, right? I don't know whether they provide it, but we should be writing it. So, name, product type, smart TV, name of the company of that TV producer, Samsung company from your store. Now we come to the problem. That should be discussed in the second paragraph. I regret. Regret means sorry. You can write I am sorry to say, or I regret to say that I am very sorry. You are a reputed company. Yes, you are a reputed store, and I am very sorry that you sell us such product, right? So, I regret to say that the TV has given a lot of trouble. A TV set that we bought, we paid the money, we want a good thing, but that has been giving us lots of inconvenience, and we are not comfortable with that product, not happy with it. Have been giving us lots of trouble and inconvenience since then, since the time we have, and has malfunctioned. Since the time we have brought, it has continuously been giving us lots of inconvenience, lots of trouble. Now and then we have to call your technician, we have to ring you up. These things you don't have to write, but you must have thought about it and then written in some another way. This is that another way. Here nowhere it is mentioned that it stopped, we called the store, हाँ ठीक है, टेक्नीशियन आ जाएगा. He came 4 hours later, हमको जो देखना था वो तो चला गया, वो आके खोल के गया, बोला ऐसे ही रखना, मैं कल आऊंगा. And next day he didn't come again. So there is lots of inconvenience because of TV. We don't have to say all this, but you should have thought about it so that you can use the word inconvenience. And it has given a lot of trouble. Okay, so I repent. That means I don't like to say it. I repent means I don't like to say it, but then you are forcing me. The services that you are providing me, the service given by your product, it's forcefully asking me to say this. I repent saying that instead of my repeated reminders through phone calls and emails, you have paid no attention towards the problem. Now we come to the real point, that it is not that I have not communicated. I have made repeated phone calls to your department, to your store. I have also emailed at your website or your email address, yet I have not got any solution to the problem. So now we are forcing him to do something. So I hope you will not compel me, force me to knock the doors of consumer court. धमकी दे रहे हो, लेकिन लगना चाहिए धमकी दे रहे हो. We are not using any slang language, we are not using any words that we should not be using, but the threat should be given in some very legal way, because you should have reason. So many times I called you up, so many times I emailed you, you don't respond. आपने टीवी बेच दिया, आपका काम खत्म. अभी कस्टमर भुगते नहीं, कस्टमर भुगतेगा नहीं, कंज्यूमर विल गो टू द court. So please don't compel me or force me to knock the doors of the consumer court. If I go over there, within 1 week your product is malfunctioning, then you will have to pay that money in the court. I also you hope you will try your level best to make me satisfied. I am your customer, satisfy me. That demands of either replacing the product or changing or give me my money back, whatever you feel, and repair the product. Now, this is the last time I'm writing to you. Reply to this. If you don't reply, then I'll go to the consumer court. So, when he reads that letter, he knows that going to the consumer court is not good for his business, the name of the reputation of the company. So, he's going to act. Right? हमको क्या चाहिए? टीवी रिपेयर किया हुआ होना चाहिए. Right? So, understand the language. Quite simple. Threat भी दिया, पता भी नहीं लगा. Right? Thanking you. Yours sincerely. Name is given. Viren. So, students, this we come to the end of today's lecture. It will be continued in the next lecture. Thank you, sir.